Hello, everyone. Great Well Investing, Alex here. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. What is today? Mail Day. Well, it's a lot of days is Mail Day here, but today I'm going to be going over items that I got in the mail. See here? Yep. Woo! I'm not going to put any sensitive information on it, but we're going to talk about the cards that I got and I purchased using money. The handy dandy scissors here to open up and hopefully not cut any of our cards. Has yet to happen to me, but hey, you never know. You gotta be careful. When opening things up, you'll never know what you can find. Alright, what do we got today? So, up first, we have some warping whales. Now, why did I buy these warping whales? These aren't Power 9. Well, they are signed by Jason Felix. Somebody who did a no-no, an artist who did a no-no in the Magic community. I suspect his signatures may be worth more in the future. You're going to have to forgive me for the camera quality. I have yet to figure out how to set this all up perfectly. But I can't really just wait any longer with all my mail that's piling up. So I really just want to show it off. I know you can't read what the card does or anything, but basically this card is not really worth anything. I just liked it because it has the signature. And Jason Felix recently got in trouble for plagiarizing, and Wizards of the Coast terminated him. So here you are, Jason Felix signatures. He certainly won't be at events, and he probably will at least not be in the mood to sign Magic cards in the near future. I picked these up for $13 plus shipping, so I think it came out to about $14 to $15 for the playset of foil warping whales. There you go. Weird and unique stuff. Alrighty, on to the next one. Alright, up next we have a foil True Name Nemesis. What are we doing with this bad boy? See, not everything I buy is an investment per se. Some of the items I buy, come on. I'm not gonna put me opening this stuff on the screen for all of you. Woo! I don't even know which way to put it. Some of these cards are just for me for my personal collection, True Name Nemesis. This guy cost me, I think it was $150. Foil time spiral one. I'm sorry again about the camera quality. Hopefully this will be improved. I mean, it will be improved for future videos, but again, you're getting an early mail day. Otherwise, it's just going to pile up, and the video is going to be 40 minutes long of me opening up a month's worth of stuff. So I will figure out the camera stuff eventually. Anyway, this is for the cube. I had actually held off on purchasing a Battle Bond foil one forever because I figured that it would have a Judge promo and the Battle Bond foil would have gone down for the cube or whatever, and I could buy it for less than $200. And then when this one was announced, the foil Battle Bond one dropped in half to $100. And then this was about $100 on day of launch. It didn't snag it. I thought it would go down. I'm thinking like $75. And then boom, it started climbing up and I just grabbed it at $150. Now it's about $200. So yeah, a long way of saying who knows what's going on with these time spiral foils. I'm probably going to make a video on that at some point. Got a lot of different content I want to post about. But today is mail day. So this guy's going right in my cube where I can't imagine there will be a better one for a long time. Alrighty, here we go. Another one here. Let's get our scissors out. Pop this bad boy open. So yeah, I mean, mail day, most Magic players know, mail day is the best day because you get to see all the cool packaging. Well, maybe not that much, but you get to see all the cool stuff. So you never know. I have yet to see two people who package things the exact same way. There's usually a little bit of variation and difference. And yeah, I subsidize a little bit of my spending with my own type of purchasing, with my own type of selling as well. All right, so what do we got here? We got, oh, I see a Thoughtseize. No, it's not a foil one. Got a foil Alesha, though. Foil Alesha, a Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf, and a Vanquisher's Banner. I purchased these because the price was good. Speaking of, I know I've talked about a lot about videos of announcements of upcoming videos. People always ask me, what do I think will spike next? I did just film a video talking about cards that I thought would spike next, or cards that are too cheap right now. But one of the things I like to do is I like to save money so that I can always jump on opportunities. Cards that I think are too cheap, deals that I think are too good. So it's not like these four cards here I think are investment material, but it was a good deal. I got a good deal on the cards. I might resell a couple of them, might hold on to the Alesha for a little bit. Who knows? But Not everything I buy is just going to be high-end reserve list cards. Sometimes I just look to buy random stuff if the price is right. Okay. Let's see here. Got another one here. What do we got here? We got an Urborg box topper. Mono black staples are always... Mono black EDH staples are always expensive. This is like the nicest, pimpest Urborg I think there is. For now. I'm sure we'll get an old border one eventually. Along with it, we have an Urza's Miter. This one is signed by Randy Asplin Faith. There it is. Urza's Miter. Yeah, I mean, it's a good old Antiquities card here. Reserve list. Pretty solid condition. Not the best. It's got a little... It's hard to see on the camera, man. I really got to get a better setup for this camera, but, yeah. Looks LP from the outside, but as you'll see, there's a bit of damage. It's very hard to pick up on the camera, even if I get it eventually set up. But basically, yeah, you might be able to see the shine on the surface. Definitely MP. Not a great condition card. I like the signature. I don't love signatures in general. This one's signed in silver on the bottom there. I don't know if you could tell. I don't love signatures in general, but I think on some of these old cards that are not terribly high staples, like Workshops and Bazaars, I think they're nice to have. I mean, artist signatures have gone up recently. I think partly because the events have closed down and people can't really get artists to sign. But additionally because people are realizing that these artists are, you know, mortal. And it might sound morbid to say, but artists eventually die. So as you look into the far off future, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, half of these people are going to be dead. So you never know which artist signature might be going up. I know it sounds morbid. I know it sounds crazy, but I think people are starting to pick up on the fact that an artist touching this with their signature doesn't reduce the value, and for some people, it can increase its value, which is why I bought those Warping Whales. Yeah, this foil Urborg I might hold on to. I bought it with the intention to resell it, but it's kind of pretty. I like it. So, all right, and now the largest one that I got. Check this one out. Whew. All those juicy cards waiting to be freed. Nicely packed in there. Ooh, look, out they come. Those sleeves. This is cool. Lots of goodies in here. I believe I know what these are. I think these are all nice little reserve list cards that I picked up. Nothing too crazy or high-end in today's mail day, but we are going to see exactly what Alex spends his money on. So, all the stuff I preach on the channel and all the stuff I'll talk about, here it is backed up with the cold, hard dollars. Some of the dollars are not as hard, some of them are not as cold. But, here we go, let's see. Lots of cardboard. I generally just keep it around in case I need to ship anything valuable. Alright, let's take a look. We don't know. What's it going to be? Alright. Foil Flooded Strand. Look at that. Beautiful. I think I got this for a solid price. Don't remember. Something around 50 bucks maybe. It's nice. It's pretty. I think the fetch lands are going to be going up. I think we're going to see KTK, like regular crappy KTK, with Flooded Strands and fetches hit that $50, $60 mark before the events open up. I think that they're just going to be incredibly hard to find because people need them and they need them in play sets for modern. So yeah, EDH staples. I think these cards are criminally underrated. These masterpieces are not my favorite. I like the original Expeditions more because of the supply number. But let's see here. Whew. All right, we got some reserve list cards here. Eye of Singularity from Visions. Well of Knowledge from Weatherlight. I think this guy's very underpriced. You can get him for still under 10 bucks. He's cool because he draws extra cards. Love old artifacts that draw extra cards. Sustaining Spirit. Recently gone up in price a little bit from Alliances. Beautiful artwork by Rebecca Gay. Beautiful Amy Weber artwork. Soldevi Diggers. Not much on these. Kind of cruddy, low-tier reserve list cards. Krovikan Horror. Sweet card. Love it. This card I played in a vintage deck in 2020. So yes, in the current year of our Lord, 2020, I have played this card in a vintage deck as a 4 of. So needless to say, I think this card has a lot of growth potential because it's actually playable. Okay, Alliances rares that are playable, like Helm of Obedience and stuff, have shown that they will do crazy things in price. So I think that these cards are all undervalued. Ones that see play, at least. All right, what do we have here? Whew. Ooh, Undiscovered Paradises. If you see my other video, I talked about how I think this card is undervalued. Here are 4 Undiscovered Paradises here. Add to the stack. The stack grows. These are in decent condition. Not too shabby. Very beautiful. Love the art. David O'Connor. A few years ago, the artwork surfaced for this, the original artwork, and went for a pretty penny. Okay, woo. We got here. Low tier reserve list. Wall of Kelp. Remember this guy spiked when Arcadius the Strategist was spoiled, I believe. Or was it a different one? I don't remember which card it was. But something spiked this little bastard up. We got Willow Priestess. Good old Homelands. The old laughing stock of the reserve list. Homelands. Fallen Empires. Yep, and you know what? They're all reserve lists. They can't get reprinted. They can't be printed in a functionally better form either. So, it's beautiful artwork. Kind of like cheesy, like almost like 80s feel. Reparations. I mean, love it. Love the card. Think it's cool. Love the flavor text. Just like everything about the card, pretty much. Reserve list. Most of these cards are all reserve list. Breath Stealer's Crypt. Interesting card. This card actually has an interesting effect. Again, sorry about like the camera quality and everything and the centering issues. This is all very, you know, very unprofessionally done. But you get to see the things as they go, as I work on them. You know, you'll see my project as I do them. Dovin's Veto. I don't know, probably like $1 or something thrown in. If I see it and I like it, in it goes. Ooh, a Jeweled Lotus. The magic L word in Magic. Lotus. When the other one is Mox. Lotus and Mox. Those two magical words. I think that this card is going to be reprinted probably many times. But until then, it's been very, very, very high demand and for good reason. Beautiful card, beautiful artwork. I got one of the original prints of this card too. I got to get that set up and show it on the channel sometime. All right. Triangle of War. Look at that artwork. Beautiful. Reserve list, Visions. Love it. Cruddy little effect. Beautiful artwork. It's the box artwork as well for Visions. Exalted Dragon from Exodus. Exodus. The first set that had the rarity symbol on it. So, yeah. Very cool. Very, very bad card. Beautiful artwork. Also the box art. Rainbow Efreet. You gotta love phasing. You know, I gotta be honest with you, I never thought we'd see phasing again, but they put it on that Teferi, 4-drop Teferi. Kind of blows my mind, honestly, because phasing is very complicated, and as somebody who's been playing Magic for over a decade, I just still don't understand the mechanic half the time and some of the rulings. Hey, that's not reserve list. Little opposition agent there. Decent price for it. I'm just gonna keep it. Karavik Spite. Pretty bad. Reserve list. Visions. Beautiful artwork. Love the feel of it. The effect is pretty bad. But technically, who needs all those permanents in your hand if it's their last 5 life points? Not me. Hall of Mists. This card is... yeah. It's kind of cool. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of weird. It's like creeping up towards $10. Don't know, man. Reserve list. I just snag them. General Jarkeld. I always thought this artwork was really weird. Blue and just didn't feel like a white card. No, don't love it. Reserve list though, so always got to snag it when you can. Ooh, Pillar Tombs of Aku. Another pretty bad card, but it's an Enchant World, and those are kind of cool. Reserve list, Visions. Sign me up every day. Got Soraya the Falconer. Little known fact about old Soraya here is that she has been errated from giving, I know you can't really see, but she gives all Falcons +1/+1. Give target Falcon banding until end turn, but she actually has been errated to birds. Wizards gave up on the old Falcons and converted her to birds. She gives all those birds abilities, and you know what? Wizards is going to be printing lots more birds, so I suspect her price to go up significantly one day in the future. Narwhal. Nothing much to say here. One of the memes and jokes and tried to be bought out before. But technically, Wizards cannot print a card strictly better than Narwhal because it would violate the reserve list. Primal Order, one of the least, you hear me? One of the least valuable reserve list cards. It's cool artwork, kind of just weird. Not very strong, but it has a unique effect, and just, you know, green burn is kind of strange. Ponies. Gotta love it. Homelands. Pretty useless card. Cute artwork. Just, yeah. Not much to say about it. Ooh, what do we got here? Chain Stasis, baby. Here we go. High hitters now. Chain Stasis. Again, just love picking up these low-end reserve list cards. Homelands, give them all to me. Yum, yum, yum. Munch, munch, munch. They're not going anywhere. More Caverick Spites. How'd those get in there? Oh, boy. Guess you just put them all in the stack and just burn them for 20. Take it. Taste it. Can't sack my shit more than once. Catabatic Winds. Not much to say here. This card kind of sucks. Speaking of card that kind of sucks, Apocalypse Chime. I mean, it's just like an unglued card, man. It really is. Just destroy all those Homelands expansion cards because, you know, you never want those to get oppressive. Lightning Cloud. Cool card. Interesting effect. Weird artwork. I don't know. It's interesting. Still a few bucks, but I think it, you know, could go up one day if there's like a cool combo with it in EDH that gets printed. Who knows? All right, up next we got Sands of Time. This card's pretty bad with the current day rules of Magic because there's no mana burn. You could just float. It's a complicated little card, but basically just know it doesn't really do anything. It does something with Equipoise, though, which I really like. So the Equipoise Sands of Time combo. Yeah, it's a cool card. Love it. Reserve list, cool artwork. Angara's Tome, reserve list. This card's creeping towards like $10. Here's a cool example of the two different printings of Mirage. See the different colors? I know this is like hilarious to ask of you on the poor camera quality and setup here. But as you can see, they are, oh my goodness, two different colors and different shades. You'll see this on cards from Mirage. You know, you'll see with LEDs and stuff like that too. Just to know that it is normal. They're both real. They're both normal. Just a slight variation. Printing process. Grim Feast. Love this card's artwork, man. Really cool. Look at that. Look at this little guy in the background. Yoo-hoo. Yum, yum, yum. That's me eating reserve list cards up off the market. Leeches. We all know some. We all know some. Cool card. Seeing cards like this hit like the $5 mark from Homelands is kind of hilarious, honestly. You know, I'll tell you one thing. A few years ago, there was certainly no card in Homelands that hit the $5 mark. All right, what do we got here? Antiquities. Dwarven Weaponsmith. This guy is not reserve list. He's just kind of cool. He's buff. He's jacked. He's ready to make you some weapons. Lycanthrope. Never thought I'd see the day where this card spiked. It's probably worth like $2 now. But there you go. Reserve list, green, creepy guy. Firestorm Hellkites. Beautiful artwork. Love it. Love the colors. Love everything about this card. Pete Venters. Great job. Pretty bad card, but I mean, maybe you don't have to pay the cumulative upkeep for too long because you'll kill him with the 6/6 flyer. Razor Pendulum, another one of the worst reserve list cards value-wise. I'm sure one day it'll be worth a little bit more because it is Mirage, it is reserve list. Cool artwork. Love the feel. I love the whole flavor of this whole block, honestly. Hibis of the Scale. I cannot believe this card is still so cheap. It gains control of dragons and gives, at the very least, it gives them haste, you know. So, I don't know. Wait, does it give them haste? Oh, he doesn't. No wonder he's so bad. He doesn't give them haste. Well, silly me, folks. Zerlin of the Claw is the one that's better than Hibis of the Scale. Get those guys confused sometimes. Anaba Ancestor. I mean, even if there is a Minotaur deck one day, like with all the didgeridoos going up, this Homelands card is pretty bad. It's pretty bad anyway. What do we got here? Woo! A Hull Breacher. Why they printed this card, I don't know. Why I bought it, I don't know. But he's cool and he's evil. He's terrible to play against in EDH. All right, what do we got here? We got, lastly, another Hull Breacher, because I want to be the only one drawing extra cards. And Primeval Titan. Not foil, just cool. Decent price. I think it's pretty. The only thing that can make this nasty, evil, terrible card cool is the nice old border foiling. There you have it. That was the mail day for the day. Woo! That was the reserve list stuff that we just got. Well, some reserve list, some other stuff. We got some interesting signed cards. Got a few foil modern day things. Woo! Some random time spiral stuff. There you go. It's hot. there you go. I mean, you see, there's not really much of a method to my badness. Buy reserve list, buy cards I think are too cheap, buy things that are cool, buy things for the cube. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or cards you want to sell me, hit me up and message in the comments, whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching, guys.